nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams.
Bobby Gould kicking off for San Francisco.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Cousins. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
3rd and long for Cousins. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
That was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that in the pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2nd and 5. At the 40.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. And they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. Off the play fake, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Gay's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Watch a slap, watch a slap, watch a slap. Just
Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
He'll look to throw. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. That's out to the left, flat and complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking, and
it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Rico Gafford, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
7. Rams 3. Robbie Gould.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. offense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Rams.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He'll get this one to Patrick. Touchdown, L.A. Tim Patrick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
10, 49ers 7.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
53, check 53.
He'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards. And the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Gold with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
After the sack on 1st down, Cousins finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
But it brings
on 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And got a man, it's Woods. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Now a run with Akers. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Brandon, I know it's hard to believe sometimes that a guy who was rated in the top 5 running backs in the draft could be a little bit underrated, but I thought that about Cam Akers. One of my favorite runners in this draft. We just saw that ability right there. Great vision, terrific speed, has the power to run through tackle.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, L.A.
Ball carrier
Cam Akers with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person when it's played well and is skillful. I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover it.
And this one complete to Gafford. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. His throw is going to be incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Niners on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. They find some open field here. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. On 2nd down, Cousins again. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
First down. Here's Cousins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A gain of
the end result, 21 yards.
First down, Rams.
Cousins again. Steps away to his left. Now, and I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
Earl Thomas.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
48-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 39-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44 and to the 43. play. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Complete.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. On play action, Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins, and it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, and it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
It's now.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I've played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown.
T.Y. Hilton. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
39-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more there and another first down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake.
At the 18-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. D. Ford, his 2nd sack of the night. Back now here in Santa Clara.
21.
It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. 3rd and long for Cousins. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 42.
That fits the bill.
At the Rams' 18-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Mostert. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
The 13-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Check, check. Look. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now second and
They go play action. Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And it's third down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On third down, Cousins eluding the pressure right. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Again, it's Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. To the air again, it's Cousins. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
8 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
It's now fourth down.
Fourth down, Cousins. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's into the hands of Dwelly. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the Niners' 11-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Cousins to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Going to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Cousins. And that is incomplete. A disappointing drop there on 4th and goal. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Is a turnover on down.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. So they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for San